live commitment. It's been a while since our last one, but I am excited about the big one we got today. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you are locked in and hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. Okay, who are we here for today? It's Cooper Perry. Perry's a four-star wide receiver from Scottsdale, Arizona. He attends Notre Dame Prep and holds over 30 offers. So, after visits to Oklahoma, Arizona State, and Oregon in recent weeks, the number one recruit in the state of Arizona is ready to make his decision. I'm excited to host this one. Cooper's finalists are Arizona State, Oregon, Washington, and Oklahoma. All right, let's put on his film. As you can see here, at 6'5", 185 pounds, Cooper lines up primarily inside or in the slot, but with his speed and athleticism, Perry can beat you from any of the wide receiver positions. First thing that really stands out to me is his burst. He's electric with the ball in his hands. He reaches top speed very fast and plays physical for his size. I love the intensity that he plays with, and Perry has that spark to make any regular play into a splash play. Let's take a look at Perry's social handles here. There they are. Remember to give him a follow as his career is just about to take off. There you see Twitter, Instagram. Go smash that follow button for me. Okay. I think we are ready to go out to Scottsdale, Arizona, where we have Cooper Perry standing by. Cooper, how you feeling? This is your big day. What are your emotions like right now?
Man, I'm super blessed and super excited, so I'm ready to get this going.
All right, well, let's get it going. Your four finalists are Washington, Oklahoma, Arizona State, and Oregon. What was it about these teams that made it to your final list?
Yeah, all these teams really stood out to me just because I felt like they were the right fit for me and my play style and my dream to make it into the NFL. So these four teams really stood out to me in that way for sure.
All right, Cooper, you got your family next to you. You got your coaching staff behind you. The floor is yours. Say your thank yous, whatever else you want to say, and then let us know where you plan on attending college.
Yeah, so first off, I just want to thank God. I'm super blessed to be in this position, and it's something that I never even thought I'd be in. So I just want to be able to give all glory to Him. I want to thank my family, my brother, my grandma, my coach. Without them, without the people in this room, it wouldn't be able to happen. First off, and lastly, I want to thank the NDP administration, all the teachers, staff, everybody that has contributed in any way to help me. And with all that being said, I'll be committing to the University of Oregon. Let's go Ducks, baby.
The Oregon Ducks for Cooper Perry. It is official. Cooper, have you let Dan Lanning know? What was his reaction when you told him you're committing?
Oh, man, he was just fired up as I am. I'm excited to be a Duck, and he's excited to have me work for a national championship every single year, so I'm excited.
All right, so explain to the fans watching why Oregon is the best fit for you.
Everybody, every single staff member on that team, Coach Lanning, Coach Adams, Coach Rashad Samples, all the way down to the player personnel guys. Every single player, every single person associated with that team is the right fit for me. And obviously, my goal, my dream is to make it to the NFL, and I believe they're going to be able to get me there and develop me into the best person and player. So I'm super excited to compete for a national championship every single year and work hard doing it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate you making this big decision here on the On3 Recruits platform. Go celebrate with your friends, your teammates. Go on. Congratulations. Newest commitment for the Oregon Ducks. There you have it. Cooper Perry, the number one player in the state of Arizona, is off the board. A big quack for the Oregon Ducks. Let's bring on3 Steve Wiltfong for more. Steve, how big was this pickup at wide receiver for the Ducks?
Well, this is a prospect that Dan Lanning, Junior Adams, and the Ducks staff absolutely coveted. This is a young man that over the last 2 seasons has gone for over 1,000 yards receiving, 18 touchdowns as a junior, 20 touchdowns as a sophomore, where he created a name in becoming a national recruit. He's quick, long, a fluid pass catcher that's competitive, tough, and has a high football IQ. Oregon's in the mix for some of the best wide receivers in the country. This is a guy that was at the top of their board.
Yeah. So, this commitment, when the rankings update, will set Oregon at 10 or 11. Is this the spark that gets Oregon recruiting hot on the trail?
Well, if you look at the way Oregon's recruited under Dan Lanning and company, they had the number 4 class in the country last year, according to On3, number 7 the year before that. This is a consistent top 10 recruiting factory right now. And Oregon, with the pace of recruiting, they've had blue chippers sporadically come to campus this spring. But Josh, when June comes and the official visits start taking shape, Oregon's going to be hosting some of the best players in the country week in and week out, leading up to that frantic July period where kids start committing.
Yeah. And, the foundation of this class is set. They got their quarterback in Achilles Smith Jr. Now they got to go out and get a couple more wide receivers. Who are some names Duck fans could keep an eye on?
Well, before we even dive into those receivers, I think that they'd like to land one more quarterback. They've gone the transfer portal route and hit that position as big as anybody, from Bo Nix to Dylan Gabriel to Dante Moore. But Austin Novosad's developing well. Yeah. You said they had Achilles Smith in the fold, and they'd like to land, whether that's Husan Longstreet, who they'll keep recruiting even if they don't land on Sunday when he announces his college decision. There's Bear Bachmeyer committed to Stanford. There's room for another scholarship quarterback in the room, and they'd like to get that in the 2025 class. And then when you look at some of the pass catchers that they'd like to land, they have the Wilson kid in the fold, who's one of the tops in the country, Dallas Wilson, and they'd like to add DeCorian Moore, the number 1 receiver in America. He's going to be back on campus May 18th. Then they'll get him for an official visit. He's already been to Eugene several times, currently committed to LSU. Texas is in there. He's been to Texas a couple times this month. He's going to be back at Ohio State for a second time this spring. But Oregon is no question a front runner for DeCorian Moore. They're also in the top 2 for Isaiah Mosey, the number 1 ranked recruit out of the state of Missouri. Dan Lanning and Isaiah's dad, Jamar Mosey, they've coached together in the past. They're battling Missouri, Ole Miss, Tennessee, some of the others in there. Then you have a few other names: Donovan Olabati from IMG Academy, Marcus Harris, and Chris Lawson from California, a couple more on 300 recruits. So Junior Adams, Dan Lanning and company in the mix for some of the best pass catchers in America. And that also includes our number 1 ranked athlete, Michael Terry III from the Lone Star State.
All right. Yeah, it just feels like Duck recruiting is about to heat up. I have a feeling. All right. On3 Steve Wiltfong, thank you for joining me for our first live commitment with you. Definitely not the last. Many more to come.
Absolutely. Looking forward to many more of these.
All right. Thank you, Steve. All right. There you have it. Cooper Perry off the board. Duck fans, talk to me. How are we feeling about this commitment? Are we excited? What do you think about recruiting? Steve had a lot to say about some more potential targets. Let me know. Comment section below. Who do we want the Ducks to land next? But today, it's all about Cooper Perry, the number 1 player in the state of Arizona, is committed to the Ducks. And if you guys are still watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button.